Fix yourself up. Fix yourself up. We live. We live.
Oh shit.
You know how it be, bro. That you know what? That's like kind of one of the features I wanted to add to this like little live
Like
element.
the
You know
right
what I'm
fit,
saying?
man.
Us setting up and shit like
They
that.
can't see the shirt, man.
Oh, that's all good, bro. I can't do that. You gotta flip it.
You don't want to be left out.
No, no, no. It ain't that. It ain't that. It's just that when we go to chop it up, it's gonna get all confused,
Nah,
bro.
yeah, I feel you.
You know how Opus is.
Hell yeah. They gonna pick up the damn background. It's gonna
Yeah,
be one of
it's
my
gonna.
hats talking
Yeah,
for me.
it's gonna be like they video boxes is two different sizes. Let me just go ahead and fuck everything up.
Right.
All right, what is up, everybody? Main event marks live show is in full effect. I got Captain Great here with me. Me, Ice Cold. We here to break down this week in pro wrestling to the best of our abilities.
Mm-hmm.
Let's start off with best show. What was the best show? Yeah, you had a no real pay. Actually, was Slammiversary this week?
Slammiversary just went off.
Okay, so you're gonna have to break that one down because I didn't watch it. I've been busy chopping
For
shit
sure.
up, doing all type of shit online, and um, had a lot of errands to run today.
Ain't
But I
nothing
ain't gonna
wrong
get
with
into
it.
all that. This ain't the podcast. It's a live show. Main event
That's right.
marks. So we're gonna get right into it. Best show of the day. We had Monday Night Raw. We had uh, we had the TNT show. We had NXT. We had AEW Dynamite. We had Collision last night. Collision was
Yeah,
last night.
last night, yeah.
And you had Slammiversary, which is TNA's big show. And that's like I think Slammiversary is like their WrestleMania. I'm not sure. I
Something
gotta
like that, yeah. If
yeah.
you want to say that, yeah.
So I'm gonna kick it off to you. Best show. Best show of the
Man,
week.
I mean, of course, I'm gonna have to go with the big dog WWE this week. Uh,
Really? Okay.
yeah, I mean, it has some pop to it. Of course, the original Tribal Chief, pop back up. That's always gonna turn it up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put them up. You know what I
Put
mean?
them up. Put them
Gotta
up.
acknowledge them. Second up though is the Slammiversary pay per view, bro. I wasn't
I
expecting
heard I
that,
heard Enzo and Cass popped up.
bro. Hey, not only that, we got the main one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hello, Zilla Fatu in the building. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
Zilla 2 popped up. I did see
So
that. He
it was
came out with Enzo and Cass. Okay, yeah, I did see
right.
that.
It was like a fourth rope versus TNA match, right?
Okay.
And fourth rope had Enzo, had Zilla, and then it was another dude. He kind of down there looked like Sid Vicious. Not even
Okay.
gonna lie.
All
But
right.
yeah, they went against some TNA cats and matched them up, got them out of there real quick.
Okay. All right. So you said Monday Night Raw best show.
Hmm.
Why?
Man, beyond Roman Reigns, you know what I'm saying? We got to see a few people cook on the microphone, you know what I'm saying? And
Who was out there
uh,
cooking? Who was cooking on the microphone?
man, who was that? I know, man. I had said it in
Ah,
the
look
chat.
at you. Look
I had
at
said
you.
it in the chat,
Look
dude.
at you.
I said it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to go back
Paul
on the
Heyman.
live show.
Was that
That
Paul Heyman?
that's who I said it was. He got to
Okay.
talking Spanish and
No, no, that was the
no,
week
no, no,
before
no,
that.
no. That
That was the
wasn't
week
Paul
before.
Heyman. It was see, now you got me thinking, man. I don't want to be stuck on that too long.
I
Uh
feel you.
but no, the Raw division, you know what I mean? They trying to get it together. Then we get to see teams like we get to see the what isn't it Andrade and Penta? Or no, it's
Yeah.
Ray Phoenix.
Yep. Yep. But
Ray
that I think
Phoenix and
that was
Andrade.
was that might have been a SmackDown though. That might have been SmackDown. I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you something. Now that we bring up SmackDown, SmackDown was weird as like Soon as SmackDown came on and I saw the accident in the parking lot and everybody standing out like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah,
I'm like, man, come on, dog. Come on, dog. We've seen this before, man. Vince Mc
that part.
what did they invite Vince McMahon back for an episode of SmackDown or something
Man,
like
they
that?
should
Like,
have the
what the
way they
fuck was
going.
it? Like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, man. That was the most blandest SmackDown in a long time. Like, it was nothing to that SmackDown. Like, I wasn't
Yeah,
feeling that at all. That whole first scene, and then it was just such poorly written, and it kind of insults my intelligence that a police officer would unhook uh Jacob Fatu and be like, "All right, you're off. We've done our investigation,
it
and
was so cheesy.
So you telling me in the span of 2 hours, it took you some time to find out it was Jacob Fatu, or you thought it was Jacob Fatu. You took him to the precinct for booking. You put him in a car, take him to the precinct. He comes back with time left in the show to go through all this just for you to unhook him out of his cuffs and say he didn't. That come on, bro. That's dumb.
Yeah, that was too
That
much.
whole thing is dumb. That didn't make any sense. And
Only thing I like is when he got to talking crazy to the police. That's about it.
that's about it. Yeah, I did enjoy that. But like,
Yeah, look, yeah.
I'm like, it was just poorly written. Like, and it's, again, it's not like we didn't see this about 3 or 4, 5 years ago with
Mhm.
Sheamus and Jeff Hardy. The same exact fucking thing.
Same exact thing.
You start your show with chaos in a parking lot and you telling me, you telling me, uh what's dude name? The leader of the new bloodline or whatever the fuck they call themselves. They don't even got a name now.
Who is that?
You know who I'm talking about. The why is his name escaping me? We got to stop doing this show at night.
Every time.
um, uh, the who runs that faction with Talatonga,
Talking
Tamatonga,
about Solo?
Solo Sokoa. So Solo Sokoa, you telling me he gonna smash two cars together just to get the frame Jacob Fatu? They got to stop this shit, bro.
Yeah,
They got to stop that. That's poor. That's poorly written, bro. And it insults my intelligence that they would think that something like that.
man, you could come up with something better than there with you know what I mean than that because we done not only did we see that with Sheamus and the Hardys, but we seen it. We just seen it. We just went through a whole story. Like
Hmm.
Bianca, Jade, and Naomi killed that shit. It's like,
Exactly,
why bring it
exactly.
back?
And I've seen NXT do it like 3 times.
Right? Yeah,
Y'all gotta
hell
stop
yeah.
this shit. Stop it. Stop it with the car accidents in the parking lot. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? Stop. Who's ever writing that shit? Get it off my screen, bro. I don't want to see that shit no more. Get
Get
it
it
off
out of
my
here
screen. Get it out of here. It is trash
now.
writing. You're insulting people's intelligence at this point. Um, just stop it. It means nothing. It has nothing to do with. And I know what it is. It's like they're trying to get away from them, like real, them real elaborate storylines.
Yeah,
Like burning people houses on fire and showing up at somebody's house or showing up at somebody's place of a piece or a place of work, or and beating them up in public that WWE used to do. So then you kind of relegate it to, well, let's create stories inside the ring and around the ring, and then it can get a little dull. But y'all got to do better. This is why you pay writers. That's bad writing. The fact that I got to soon as and they started it off just like they did 5 years ago with Jeff Hardy and Sheamus. The exact
hmm
same thing. You cut on your screen. I mean, the screen come from the little logo, the little logo intro thing, and then it's right to an
right to
accident
the
in the
back.
mid, right to the accident in the middle of the parking lot, and you trying to figure out what's going on. Turns out Solo Sokoa, he frames Jacob Fatu. Why would anybody do that? Like, it was bad. It was bad, and I don't want to see it anymore. And I think that whole storyline took a step back because of it. It just looked, for lack of a better word, wonky.
Hey, yeah, man, great word. Hey, look, I love that word, wonky. You
Yeah,
know
see,
what I
you used
mean?
to talk about me for that word, using that
I
word. Now
did.
you want to use. Now I hear you implementing it in your vocab. So,
No, yeah,
shout out.
because when it's slow, it's slow. I don't care how you look at it. They tried to beef it up at the end. You know what I'm saying? When they added that they gonna fight in the cage, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they tried to pick up the steam of that situation from earlier by
Right.
adding that stipulation to the match. I feel like too.
Hey, it's another thing about these. It seems like we getting a lot of themed matches at WrestleMania. It seems like we got already two or three so far,
Hmm.
steel cages and things like that. Why does why does Jacob Fatu and Solo Sokoa need a steel cage?
Very good question.
I don't understand why that needs a steel cage. Yeah, you got outside interference and shit like that going on, but you've had it on both sides. It's not like uh someone's getting like the short end of the stick when it comes to it.
Hmm.
I mean, you had multiple people come out to try to help Jacob Fatu. You had multiple people come out to try to help Solo. And just because it's a cage, don't mean them same players ain't gonna get involved again. So I don't get it. I don't understand it. Why they had to like it just came out of nowhere. That's another thing. I'm thinking this storyline is taking a step back and it's making me care less about Jacob. I'm sorry, about Jacob Fatu chasing Solo Sokoa to get his belt back. It's taking steps back. I'm not invested as I should be because it's
I'm not
getting
invested as I was. I'm gonna just put it to
right.
you like that because we
Like
was
I was
all in it.
invested at first. I don't think,
Yeah, we was
be
all
honest, I don't think Jacob should have lost the belt.
at
He
all.
he didn't have it long enough. I don't think he should have lost the belt to begin with the Solo.
Yeah,
Um, Solo's really not going to do anything with it. He's going to be a placeholder champion. That little group, which don't even got a name now, I have to call them the Bloodline because what else can I call them? But
they
anyway,
need to
I
call them like the
digress.
new line or something
Right,
like that.
SmackDown. Nah, man, SmackDown didn't
Then y'all got the
didn't do it
Wyatt
for me.
Six as the champions. What the hell?
Bro, what?
Get get it off.
Get it off my screen, bro.
Get
That
it off,
Wyatt Six shit should have been nixed a long time ago, bro. That shit is
man.
not working. And maybe it's like a last ditch effort. I think that might be what it is. Like before they really want to nix it, they want to, kind of test it to see if it works, and it's not working. Just
No,
get
it
it off
ain't.
my screen, bro. If you like, and shout out to Bray Wyatt. Rest in peace, Bray Wyatt. I mean, I hate to say it, but even when he was doing the whole shit with Uncle Howdy and stuff like that, that shit got stale real fast.
Yeah.
Uncle Howdy shit got stale real fast. Nobody's feeling it. Nobody asked for the Wyatt Six to be put in these tag team situations. It makes no sense. You literally have a stable, a whole stable with with uh uh with the in the tag team division. It's weird, bro. If anything, it's weird. They played it wrong from the beginning. That first night when you saw Wyatt Six, that shit was dope. That shit was
Hmm.
dope. They literally it looked like they just killed everybody in the back
Oh yeah,
in the
that was
backstage.
hard.
That was actually pretty cool, and then it just got progressively worse from there. So
Yeah,
that's something they can get off. They can get it off my screen, man. I ain't really feeling this whole Wyatt Six thing. Even though I love Bray Wyatt, this just not work. It doesn't fit. Like
yeah,
anytime you have these gaudy characters, you have these like weird, and you know how I feel about like last week we were talking about the oddities and stuff like that.
hell
It's
yeah,
fine if you do it right, and they're not doing it right. You have these superficial characters, and it just does not translate to pro wrestling. It doesn't. It doesn't, and it rarely has worked. I think it worked with like Kevin Sullivan was dope back in the day when he used to do stuff like this or work in this type of realm. But not
it
everybody
was
could pull
Kevin
it off.
Sullivan though. You know what I mean? Like he had
No,
the mind for that.
yeah, exactly. And only certain people have a mind for this.
Hmm.
Undertaker can make this shit work.
Hmm.
Kevin's like I mentioned, Kevin Sullivan can make this shit work. The Hardys can make this shit work. But not
Mhm.
it's very rare. Like any remember Mordecai? Like I mean, it's just so much. I have so much evidence of this shit not working
Right.
that they really have to come up with a long-term plan for this before they just bring it out. And that's what it seems like they're doing. And we all know Bray was great at this shit.
Yeah.
But when you try to he tried to involve his brother and so it just don't work. It just you have to have the right people for it, and and creative has to have a long term plan.
Right.
Um, at this point, and at this point, I rather see you all just put the straps back on profits. The street profits at this point.
Yeah. That's how I feel like they're gonna take it. I
Like
think they're
street
gonna lose
profits
them
should have
at
never lost that belt.
SummerSlam.
They should have
Yeah.
never let them drop them titles. You're not doing your tag team division any favors by them just getting ran through by people in masks, and it serves no purpose.
Yeah.
And you doing more harm than good to your great tag teams like Motor City Machine Guns and Tommaso Ciampa.
DIY.
Yeah, DIY and people that's been there for the longest, like the Street Profits and things like that. I
Hmm.
mean, I would guess if they were being honest and you asked each one of them, they would tell you the same thing I'm saying. It's
Right.
bad, and I know y'all want to do right by Bray, but at the same time, you're forcing it at this point. And I'm
They
not
better be
saying
looking
listen,
out for Ray Phoenix and Andrade, man. That's what they better be watching.
yeah, yeah. I don't know, man. It's just that's just not working, and it's a lot of stuff. I remember SmackDown used to be good. You know what I'm saying? SmackDown was hitting on all cylinders when you had AJ Styles. You had,
Mm.
it's just not hitting the way, and it's been like that for about a year. It's clearly the B show. And I remember years ago, you would look at Raw, and then you would look at SmackDown, and you would say SmackDown might be the A show. When you had Roman Reigns on there every week, and you had the Bloodline on there every week, it made you want to watch. Now it's just like it's clearly a B show.
Hmm.
It's clearly a B show. But back to my point, we gonna hey listen, folks, we gonna go off on tangents on this show. I'm just letting you know right off the bat. That's the way my brain works. I have ADHD, so when something hits my brain, I have to get it out because I will forget about that point. But I will never come off my main point. And my main point is what was the best show of the week? You said it was Monday Night Raw. I'm gonna have to agree with you. I did not see Slammiversary.
Right.
Clearly, right now I'm watching Dynamite, AEW Dynamite. I probably won't get to Collision, but I will watch. I will try to get through Dynamite at least that, and
Yeah.
so I can know what's going on in the world of uh, uh, AEW and try to catch some of TNT. So at least the main points. But I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna have to agree with you. Monday Night Raw, best
Yeah.
show. It was a lot of good stuff on there, but the main point of that show, or two main points, three main points,
Three.
and this is who I think you were talking about, Naomi, about the
Oh
best
yeah.
promo. Naomi
How
killed
you
that shit,
like me
bro.
now,
How
bitches?
you like me now, bitches? No, no, what she say? I forget what she said, but she was like, in the to the Raw locker room, any one of you ragged ass heifers want to
Oh
come that
man, yeah, man.
man,
She
bro.
called everybody heifers.
Save
I said,
Naomi at all costs. Naomi in
please.
WWE is killing it right now. She is money right now.
Yeah.
She is doing her best work. And anybody doing their best work like that, she in her bag right now. Anybody who doing their best work, don't fuck with them.
Please.
Let them cook.
Because this
Let
usually
them
be the
cook
time where y'all fuck with it, man. Like,
because
leave her alone.
she has found herself. Like, and that's a beautiful thing. I love when a wrestler found herself. We saw
Hmm.
and you mentioned it last week. We saw when Stone Cold found himself. When they when
Or
they
no,
when they tap into a character, but they also they bring themselves and put themselves in that character. And when you
yep.
see it on screen, it is a beautiful thing. And over the course of the last few months, we've seen Naomi tap into something, and it is money right now, and it's working. Even her backstage vignettes that be on like Instagram and YouTube that I watch. Like one time, she was riding through the back. She was riding through the back on a scooter, and she yelling at the people who make the shirts, who design the outfits or fix their outfits before they go out there and perform.
Yeah.
She yelling at them like, "Where my shirts at?" Hilarious. She is just like in her bag, and she cannot miss right now. She cannot miss
Yeah.
right now. So
I
that was
agree.
my that's my first takeaway. In no particular order on this. It's just the way the order of things. We're getting Gunther versus CM Punk.
See, yeah. Um,
We're getting Gunther versus CM Punk, and that's money right there. Just sign me up. Just right there. If that's I don't even think that's the main event. But if that's the main event, I'm there. That like sign me up. 2 night WrestleMania. I don't know if that's night 1 or night 2, but I say WrestleMania. 2 night SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
Right. Sign me up for it. Third point, Tribal Chief is back. Looks like Tribal Chief is gonna be it looks like he's gonna be teaming up with Jey Uso versus another unnamed group. I'm starting to get sick of this unnamed shit. Y'all got to give him a name. You got to give him a name, bro. This can't be one of your pivotal parts of your show, and you got these guys running around nameless. You got to give them a name, and they should have been did it already. That should have been the Dangerous Alliance. He should have resurrected it. I don't know why they haven't done it yet. I remember it took a while for them to even start calling the bloodline. You know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? But you gotta when you make these mistakes, you gotta rectify them. Give them a name. It doesn't have to be Dangerous Alliance, but give them a name. They out here beating the shit out of people. Give them a name.
That
Don't
part. Yeah,
disrespect them.
they fucking them up.
Yeah, don't disrespect them. Um, Now with that said, with all that said, and I can't remember if we talked about this last week. I do not think I still right now haven't seen enough evidence that will tell me that Seth Rollins is legitimately hurt. I haven't seen it.
Hey, bro.
What do you think? Do you think he hurt
I
for real?
I don't think he hurt no more. I don't think
Did
he
I
hurt no
convince?
more.
Did I? Do you think I convinced
I
you?
mean, it only take for you to try to come up with some shit, and then you spit it out there into the universe. You know what I mean? And then I'll be squinting my eyes at the situation, like. And I was like I said that day when we got to talking about it after it happened. You had said something, and it just stuck out to me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I'm gonna go back and check it out again. And right when I went to do it, I seen. uh I told you I seen that article, and they got to dropping them big ass tricky words in there. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, nah, 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 not today. Then I just seen a video. I mean, the interview he did since he been hurt, and he was saying he possibly can come back during SummerSlam. So that theory that you have put out there about Seth getting the belt and using the money in the is going to happen at SummerSlam. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha,
I think he gonna
gotcha.
try to come in and take the belt or whoever win that
All right, so you breaking up right now, so
Gunther
I'm gonna
CM
talk.
Punk.
Okay, you breaking up right now, so I'm gonna talk. So
It's
until
like you
your stuff
froze
get
over there,
adjusted,
man.
yeah, something going on your end, bro. I don't know
Technical
what it is.
difficulties.
Yeah, so I'm gonna talk. Oh, yep. So he just left. So I'm just gonna keep going with this. So my my takeaway from this whole Seth Rollins being injured or Seth Rollins being hurt is oh, he's back. And there he goes. He's back. So my whole takeaway from this Seth Rollins being hurt is that I said it last week. He cannot ever top what he did in WrestleMania years ago when he cashed in on Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns. He cannot top
Mm.
that. So what can you do to at least get somewhere close to that? Now you have mind in his circle. You have minds like uh, um, you have minds like Paul Heyman. You have the architect mind, that's his mind, Seth Rollins. This is right up Paul Heyman's alley. Paul Heyman's is a thinker's thinker. You know what I'm saying? And his whole thing is to pull the wool over
Mhm.
people's eyes or swerve everyone. And a lot of people are getting swerved. I don't see how they can't see that this is a work. Let me ask you a question. If he legitimately got hurt, wouldn't they take the briefcase from him? Why they ain't took the briefcase? How does he still have a briefcase? That right there should tell you. That right there should tell you. The man still has the briefcase. They they try to clean it up well you got we don't know, you got a year to take this. Bro, bro, look at this. They took the belt, they took the money in the money in the bank briefcase from Otis after a few weeks for no apparent reason and gave it to the Miz because they didn't think for whatever reason they didn't think the payoff was big enough. They took so Oscar won Money in the Bank. Becky Lynch got pregnant, and they just gave Oscar a
They
title.
just gave it up.
Just gave it up. You telling me somebody blows out their ACL or MCL, whatever it was, and that means we, at least for the immediate future, will not get that cash in. They're gonna take that belt. They're gonna take that from you. Also,
Mhm.
number two, I've never seen a WWE wrestler get injured, then go on a whole media tour about him being injured. He is on talk shows. He's getting pictures taken from him gimping down the street in crutches. He's going on radio shows and all this stuff talking about his injury. I've never seen that. Usually,
Yeah,
when you get injured, you disappear.
you out of sight.
You don't tell the world, yeah, I'm really injured this time.
Right.
Everything I'm seeing from this sounds like a work. It sounds like a work. It smells like a work, and it looks like a work. Now, I will say this: I started to have my doubts when they replayed what he did, right? And he said he's everybody was saying it's not the way he landed, it was the way he got up before he did the flip. And I did see a little tweak there. I'm like,
Mm.
oh, okay, well, maybe I'm wrong. Then on one of them radio interviews Seth did where he was talking about it, he said, no, it's because I landed. When I stuck my landing, I felt a pop. I felt the bro, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Said he
Now you
felt his
almost
neck
had me.
pop
Now
out.
if he would have said, yeah, it
That's the one
wasn't
I
on
seen.
that part. It was when I tried to get up before I did the flip. That's when I tweaked it because I did see a little something there. But
Mhm.
he took that away and he said it's when I landed. So I'm like, no, see, now you bullshitting because I seen you land flat footed. You landed flat footed. I didn't see your knee go this way, that way. I didn't see anything. And I know it's hard to see that, but that landing looked like everybody else's landing. Bro, none of this makes any sense. It's not passing. You can't bullshit a bullshit. I'll put it like that. This is
Yeah,
why this is why I'm always good at predicting this shit. This is why, bro, I should be in Vegas with these picks, bro. I should be on DraftKings or whatever the fuck this shit called, doing parlays when they come to wrestling.
I
Because I
agree.
will win every fucking
Look,
time. I will
I
win every
agree.
fucking time. I know the bullshit when I see it. My
Yeah,
brain is like automatically geared towards trying to prove everything wrong. That's just the way my brain works, right? And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm just saying none of this passes the smell test with me. They are looking for a moment to not top what he did at WrestleMania back in the day, but to at least give us that shocking moment at SummerSlam when it comes to cashing in that money in the bank briefcase. Now here's the thing. Tomorrow come by. Is it tomorrow? We got 2 more minutes until Monday. Tomorrow comes by and they say, you know what? We took it under consideration. We taking the case away from Seth Rollins. Then I'm like, okay, y'all got me. Y'all got me. You know what I'm saying? This is not a work. This is for real. But they haven't done that yet. and they're hiding behind this whole you got a year to cash in.
Yeah,
You have it,
I
yes.
peeped
You
that.
have everybody has a year to cash in, but nobody waits a year. It's rare that somebody waits a year.
Yeah.
And that's must see TV when they run down with the briefcase and you think they're about to cash in and something happens where they don't cash in. You're telling me we're gonna get none of that. And that's not the way WWE operates. They will never do that. They want that anything can happen on any show
Hmm.
type of feel. And that's why this don't pass the smell test. But with that said, I think, like I said, Raw was my favorite show of the week. I did not see Slammiversary. I think if I did see Slammiversary, seeing as though it was a pay per view and it was their biggest, one of their biggest pay per views, I might have to change, and I might have to somehow watch Slammiversary. How are you watching Slammiversary, if you don't mind me asking?
Had to holler at me out the show, dog.
Okay. I know what that means. I know what that means. From
I
you
plug you
using
in.
dubious, you finding dubious ways to,
It's legit. Hey,
you
we
watching
legit.
you finding some unscrupulous ways to find, to watch
You
these
know,
pay
you
per
know,
views.
you know. Got to get it in. You know what I mean? They no man, I'm not even gonna lie to you though, bro. I wasn't expecting what I seen tonight on TNA. Man, they damn like if I had to pick another show over Raw, it's gonna be the pay-per-view Slammiversary, dog. And it went up from the beginning to the end. You know what I'm saying? They didn't waste no time. Definitely had some cameos in there that was awesome. You know, being in New York, you know what
Tell
I'm
us the
saying? They
cameos. I want to know the
man, they brought
cameos.
out
What?
AJ Francis and the dude that he got wrestling with him. They brought out Tay Rock uh, and Chess from the Battle League. You know what I'm saying? That was their entrance music that they had coming out. Well, they wasn't rapping, but it was a dude that was all with them. They was rap. He was rapping, and it was dope. The ladder match between them two, Nick Namath, the Namath brothers, the Hardys, and it was somebody else, the Rascals, and
Okay.
the Hardys came out on top, dope as hell. Ended up knocking fucking. They fucked up every ladder in the match, every one, and all of a sudden Jeff go to the walkway, you know, and he right there in the walkway, and he pull out the remote. I'm thinking he about to fly a drone or something,
See,
bro. Why
that's what they known for, man. I love I think the
the
drone is named
innovators, dude? You know
Skarsgård
what I'm
13
saying?
or
They the
some shit like that.
innovators, dude. Like, yo, why this man Jeff Hardy drop down a damn helicopter ladder, bro, to get the belts off the thing? Craziness, craziness.
That's awesome, man. I love the Hardys, man.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
funny.
Yeah.
It's funny
You
because
just
we
oh
talk.
wait a minute, you
Wait,
love the
no.
Hardys.
Let me
You
finish. I
love the
know what you were about
Hardys.
to say. I know what you were about to say. I know
You
what you
love
were
the
about to say,
Hardys.
and I
Wait a
even said
minute.
it last week. It took the Hardys to go to TNA
Hmm.
and be in control of their own creative for me to know what the Hardys is and actually have some type of emotional investment in them. I
Yeah.
couldn't stand the Hardys in WWE when they first came out. I did not like that shit. I'm gonna be honest. I don't like anytime they're not doing the delete shit. I don't like that shit. I don't like. I don't like that shit, bro.
Yeah.
That shit does not connect with me. But when you talk about delete, I have procured the W. When they talking like that,
Yeah.
brother Nero, hey, sign me up for it, bro. Because at least it's a character.
Hell
And they're
yeah.
over the top, and I love it. But when they doing that, when they wearing the tight velvet shirts and the jinko pants, bro, I can't feel it, bro. It's not my cup of tea. That
Yeah.
big time match shit that they did in AEW where he was like supposed to be people manager and shit like that.
Yeah,
Wasn't
that was
feeling it,
weak
bro.
as hell. That
Wasn't
was
feeling
weak
it,
as
bro.
hell.
Let me ask you a
Yeah.
question. How did you feel about Dynamite?
Dynamite was cool, man. I mean, it wasn't as popping as I thought it would be after the fact that they just came off that cold ass pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? With the All In Texas. But I guess they was just chilling at that moment, probably. You know, guys was coming out limping. and all that carrying on when they was
Right.
doing they little talks or whatever at the
The
beginning of the show,
promos.
like Hangman and stuff like that.
You know what? And I'm about to get into this Hangman promo. From what I've seen from All In, and let me put this out there, All In looked great. And I'm not talking about the wrestling. I'm talking about just the presentation. It looked important. It looked like money. It looked the part. It looked as big as they talked it up to be.
Yes.
And I love seeing that. People think I always dump on AEW. That's not true. I dump on people when they deserve to be dumped on. And for the
Hmm.
longest time, AEW deserved to be dumped on. What I
Facts.
saw, what I saw at All In, that shit looked great. I'm just talking about aesthetically. The shit looked great. The shit looked big time. The shit looked like it could compete.
Yeah.
And I wasn't seeing that for the longest from them. Bro, I even went to and people could say what they want about me because I do get, you hate no you just a WWE. No, I just like pro wrestling. I like pro wrestling that I can get emotionally invested in.
Yep.
Seeing the Young Bucks do 30,000 super kicks a match, I don't
I'm not
like it.
invested.
I'm not invested. I've even told you this. When I see Jay Uso and Jimmy Uso do all them super kicks, I don't like that shit.
Oh, that shit whack.
You know what? You're gonna have to do something more than the super kick. That shit's lazy, and somebody should pull you aside and be like, "Hey, bro, you got to chill out." And I think they did do that with Jay because now you're seeing a little bit more. Even with Jay, you're seeing a little bit more versatility in the ring with him, choking
Yeah.
people out and shit like that. But back to my point, AEW, that All In, that looked official, and I will say that. Even though I don't like the Death Rider shit, I'm mad that Death Riders didn't die at All In because I'm sitting here. I think I'm watching a match. No, I'm not watching a match now, but they got a match, a trios match on AEW. Uh,
Against the trio champions,
yeah, against
Samoa Joe
uh
and them.
the ops. What was it? The ops? It's Hangman. No, it's not the ops. It's Hangman. Um,
Oh yeah, Bandito.
Briscoe.
Yeah,
Uh,
Briscoe. That's what it
Bri-
was.
uh, Briscoe and I forget the other patron. But anyway, um, that promo that Hangman dropped, wasn't feeling it, dog. It's just
Yeah,
something
he's
about this guy. I cannot get invested in him. I can't. He does like it's in one ear and out the other. And I don't know if it's his
hmm
delivery. I don't know if the fact that he just looks like he's not like it's just nothing. He is so bland of a character to me. And like when I hear cowboy shit, cowboy shit, cowboy shit, you're just talking at this point. I don't get what does that even mean? Like I
man,
don't
right?
get like he's done nothing. He's done nothing. He is such a boring, bland wrestler. And it doesn't
Yeah.
matter if he's in AEW. I would have said this shit when he was in Ring of Honor. I said this same shit when he was in Ring of Honor to people. I'm not feeling his character. It's nothing to him. Literally, he is just a white cowboy that is middling at best in the ring. I don't get it.
hmm
But some people do get it. I just don't see where the emotional tie is that can let me get like that make me interested in him. But he came out there after their biggest show in a very long time and dropped the most mediocre promo that one can ever drop. And that just like, man, bro, I really want to like you guys. You know what I'm saying? I really want to like you guys, AEW. And if y'all know this man can't go, you know what the type of talent you're dealing with. You could have started that show off with Swerve. You could have started somebody who can
Yeah.
at
You could have
least
started it off with him
notch
and
it up.
Osprey. Yeah.
Yeah, you at least somebody who can notch it up. And
hmm
I know he just became world champion, but tease us a little bit. Work the people's strong suits. Have him come out there and do a run in, do something. But
Right.
to make him have this speech that to make someone that really. is blah on the mic come out to kick off the next show after your biggest show you've had in years, it's a mistake to me.
I agree to that. I agree to that, bro. Because like I said, it wouldn't the expected show to have after something like that. Like, and when you do something that big and that magnitude, you supposed to come right out there and slide on that mo. You know what I'm saying? Period. And he did not do that whatsoever. I
Yeah.
definitely after that, I wasn't invested in him at all, but that helped me not continue to be invested because I only wanted him to beat Moxley. You know what I'm saying? Like I
I
only
am glad
wanted
he
him to
beat
beat
Moxley. With all that bullshit I just said, I'm glad he beat Moxley because that
I'm
Death
glad he
Rider
beat
shit is
Moxley.
horrible.
That's it.
I want Cowboy. I was about to call him Cowboy Cerrone. I want. I was about to call him Cow. That's how sleepy I am, bro.
Hey,
I want
that's crazy
today
right
the
there.
main event marks will be talking about
Cowboy
MMA.
Cerrone.
Well, yeah, bro. Like as bad as I don't want to say bad when it comes to him
Yeah.
because he's not bad. Like I said, he's like Midland in the ring. He just can't. And he's not bad on the mic. He's just blah on the mic. He's bland.
Hmm.
He's like flavorless gum. When he's vanilla as hell. When when he beat Moxley, I was happy because that Death Rider shit. I thought, oh god, this Death Rider shit is coming to an end, and it did.
Yes.
It didn't come to an end
It,
because they. I mean, I don't know. Maybe on this show, I'm gonna finish watching. I'm gonna have to rewind and go back because I think last part I was at. I can't even remember
I
the last
just
thing I
don't
was
like
watching.
Moxley, dude. I just don't like John Moxley. I just don't. The way you feel, the way you feel about Hangman is
Hmm.
the exact same way I felt about Moxley. Like
It's
worst mic skills ever. You know what
he
I'm
does
saying?
no. See, I won't even go there. I won't even say he has bad mic skills. He's actually pretty decent on the mic. It's just
Man,
his brand of wrestling to me is played out, and it was played out back when ECW stopped becoming a thing. You know what I'm saying?
right,
Like it's
right.
like, bro, I can only see you get a nail, a screwdriver poked in your forehead so many times before I'm like, all right, bro, come on. You know what? Like and he's good in the ring. It's just like y'all gotta. I don't know if it's his It has to be his creative, bro. Somebody's letting him have too much control over this shit.
Facts.
Because like this shit ain't been good for a while, bro. And you might think it's good because people are cheering, but these are people that's just very loyal to AEW and they like to rebel, which is
Hmm.
fine. But you can't tell me you can't. Nobody on that show, nobody in that crowd or a fan they have can tell me I'm wrong for what I see in that company. You can't tell me legitimately, you can't articulate to me legitimately why you like this company. Because you know what they're gonna say? Well, at least it's not WWE with all these storylines and they're not giving you 5-star matches and they're not giving you the Forbidden Door and none of these things make any sense to me. I don't care, bro. I don't care about uh uh Tanahashi versus John Moxley if it doesn't have a
Man,
story. If it doesn't have a story, I don't care. I can care less about it. Because at this point, you just fantasy bucking.
yeah, they just putting anything out there to
Yeah,
try to
you
keep a
just throwing
motherfucker
shit on the
alive.
wall and hope it stick. You just taking these two names that
Yeah.
you think, there's no story there. There's no there. You have to give me something, bro. You have to make me watch it. Just like back in the day. Back in the day, they would put a story together and say, this is why you should watch this match. This is why we want you to buy a ticket. You can't just
Hmm.
tell me, you just can't tell me, hey, we got Brock Lesnar versus uh Dave Batista and expect me to watch it.
Yeah, you
But
definitely can't do that.
there are people out there that would just look at them two names while they're both in their prime, of course. I just came up with two different bullshit names, but there are people just off, just getting the name, say, I want to see that match because I've never seen it before.
Right. They'll
Well,
try to put it up there with some of them
but who the
ones.
fuck cares if it ain't got a story attached to it? This is pro
Facts.
wrestling. Not the pro wrestling is the story, not what happens solely in the ring. Not Canadian Filipino destroyer off the top rope. That's not wrestling. Wrestling is everything. The story, the entrances, the in ring story, and the payoff. That's pro wrestling.
You gotta make the people want to buy into it, man. Just throwing shit out there is not the way. And me being a long time fan like I done been, uh, you won't believe nothing if it don't got, even if it just don't got some kind of, just a little piece of something to give us like, oh, okay, we need to look forward to this. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Even if it ain't got that, like, ain't no reason to doing it. You know,
Bro, when
It-
when that when them forbidden paper, the forbidden door comes around on AEW, it is like the worst booking imaginable. All they do is just bring out a few names, like leading up to the forbidden door shit. They'll bring
Mhm.
out a wrestler out of nowhere, and he'll just be standing on the on the little podium while wrestling match is done. It's like, hey, I want to fight you, and then the crowd goes crazy for it. Like, for what? What just happened? What
Like, where you even come
I
from?
don't even know why this guy don't even like you. What
That
just
part.
happened here? This is not wrestling, bro. That's not wrestling.
Then they
That's
try
not
to
pro
steal like
wrestling.
past stories from when they was on the other brands or
See,
something.
I
They
would
try
get,
to,
even if they did that, I would get it. But
yeah.
a lot of times, it's not even that. It is just like this guy walked out. We've never seen him in the states before. He's always been, or we never seen him in on anything other than uh um uh Japanese, goodness, Joe, I can't remember, Japanese
Japanese
pro, yeah,
Japan
Japanese
New
pro
Pro Wrestling,
wrestling or whatever. I'm
New
forgetting the
Japan.
name. New Japan. There we go. We haven't seen him on anything but New Japan, but since you see him here, you excited, and I get that. I'll get why you would be
Hmm.
excited to see that. But as soon as he point to the ring and he pointing at somebody he ain't never he never been face to face with, and I'm supposed to be invested in this shit. I need to know the when, the where, and the why.
Man,
I don't know. Just, hey, call me a true old school wrestling fan, but that shit works, and guess what? It will always work.
look, they gonna
Telling a
have to call
story
us
in
Marks.
wrestling, telling a story in wrestling will always work. It has never not worked,
That part. I agree.
bro. I'm sitting here watching Adam Copeland in the ring doing a promo, and I'm pretty sure it's a good promo because this dude is money at it, and he looks so old, bro.
Yeah,
He
they
looks
they they
old.
done with it, man.
He looks like he's in physically great shape.
Hmm.
But when I look at the bags under his eye, it's worse than CM Punk. You know how like CM Punk just look old. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see the bags under his eyes, and he just
Yeah,
looked like you know what they call it, put out fresh and dry. I don't know that term, but he like put out
man.
like, he looked like wet laundry.
No, they all look.
Adam
They
Copeland
look.
looked like he about 65 years old
Let
with a
me. I
beard
almost
in
said they all
in a
look like
cool
wet
haircut.
laundry.
He looked like he looked like I don't mean to laugh at it, man. Adam Copeland, bro. What is you
Oh,
doing? Man, bro, you need Botox or something, bro.
yeah,
Get some
too
Botox.
much money to be out here not look trying to keep up with the times, especially if you out here still on the screen. That's for
Hell yeah.
sure.
Anything you want to
But
talk about before we get out of here?
other than Trick Williams had the hardest fucking intro of the whole, man. Trick Williams. That's all I'm saying. Whoop that
What do you do?
trick,
What do you do? I need to know what Trick did.
bruh. He had the choir out there singing, "Whoop that trick." You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
Okay,
And
Trick.
they would whoop that trick, whoop,
Oh, I gotta see that
bro.
shit, bro. I gotta
And
see
I
that
think, hey,
shit.
I recorded it. I just tagged you in the clip too. Shout out to Leon Slater. That's another wrestler. I like for real over there at TNA. I'm glad he just had that battle with Moose and took that title off Moose lame ass because I was ready for Moose to get rid of that X Division Championship. I cannot voice enough how much I hate a wrestler when you can tell that they trying to be something else. You know what I'm saying?
So I say
Moose
I
is
can't agree,
he's a
bro.
carbon copy of Obafemi
No,
all
he is
day.
not. He's been around way before Obafemi.
Hey, but I never heard of him.
Oh, so
Who the
that's it.
hell
So
is
okay, so Moose has been in TNA for a while. He's
okay?
been
So
in
he
TNA.
might be
He's
an
been at the.
OG.
Oh yeah. He OG. He been in
All
there
right,
for a while. He's a former football player. I believe he played football. I can't remember what
majority of
team.
them did. Yeah.
And he came into TNA around the time Jim Cornette was there, and
Oh, so
but
early. He was
yeah,
early on with AJ and
not
everybody when they all
no. He wasn't there that. But this over the last like 5, 6, 7 years, he was
he
in
been there.
TNA. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I can't say he's an Obafemi knockoff, but like, I mean, I get what you're saying. It's just he
Maybe
wasn't
I'm wrong
a
because I just haven't. Maybe I'm wrong because
yeah.
I
No,
hadn't
no,
seen it
and
before.
it happens. What I'm saying that
Yeah,
you can. I see what you're saying. He is not your typical wrestler who's seasoned and been there. He is just a powerhouse. And
facts.
I like Moose. He's come
He
a
put on the
long
show
way.
though. He could put on the
When
show.
oh hell yeah, Moose has come a long way from when I first started seeing him till now.
Hmm.
Like he's vastly improved on the mic, telling the story in the ring, in
Yeah.
ring work rate. He's really good. He's really good,
No, yeah,
and
I appreciated it
he
tonight,
should.
dude. Because
Oh,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
my
I'm
fault.
sorry. No, go ahead.
No, I was saying I appreciated him tonight because I feel like when you dislike a person on the in this aspect of the world, that we love, is that they doing their job good. You know what I mean? So I think
Yes. Yes.
Moose made me
Mm-hmm.
dislike him because of that. You know what I'm saying? And it
Mm-hmm.
was like, man, who the hell is this dude? You know what I'm saying? And he come out and this Moose. Yeah, I was like, man, get your cheesy bald head ass up out of here.
get, your, get your milk dud head ass out of here, bro.
And then Leon Slater come in, as a young cat, youngest X Division champion to be exact now. You know what I'm saying? Definitely made a mark. Got stamped by the Hardys. After he got stamped by the Hardys, he kind of, just took off into the abyss. So he just won the championship. I made a clip, tagged you in that, uh, and it was a good ass match, bro. But overall, I enjoyed the Slammiversary pay per view. I definitely will be tuning in to TNA a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because they picking it up.
Bet.
They got hella talent too.
Bet.
That's for sure. JC Jane. Oh
Mm.
my Jesus. Oh my Jesus. Double champion. Damn
Okay.
it. Damn it. Damn it.
Hey, before I get out of here, I do want to go back and dwell on this whole Roman Reigns coming back. Um, I'm all for it, man. I'm really looking to see if there's anything there between him and Punk. If
Hmm.
you when he came out to help them, and you can kind of, if you can read mouths, you can say, "Hey, man, I wasn't coming out here to help you.
Right.
I'm coming out here to help my cousin."
Like I came to get my cousin. Like,
But
what you talking
even
about, bro?
there's something still going, like some animosity between him and Jay that they trying to
Hmm.
portray. Um, because even Jay was like, kind of had a look before the embrace, like, I ain't know you were coming out. You know what I'm saying? So
Right, right.
there's something there, and I don't know what it is yet. I haven't really, scratched the surface of it, but it's interesting to see that he can come back, and then the whole paradigm kind of shifts. Like now you start thinking about matchups, you start thinking about maybe him and Cena, maybe you start thinking about
Hmm.
him and Punk, one on one. Like I said, there was a weird little interaction between him and Jay. So um it's cool that he can come back, and now more storylines will open up. So I'm curious to see what's gonna happen between with them versus the unnamed uh Paul Heyman stable.
Right.
um,
The unnamed.
right. So I'm curious to see that, but I am glad Roman Reigns is back. Um, he is a needle mover. It looks like he came back to Raw. I wish he would have came back to SmackDown so SmackDown can be more enjoyable. But I mean, we're at least we are getting a tribal chief. Um, Another thing I want to talk about is this whole thing between this whole friendship, non-friendship, no friends thing between Charlotte Flair and uh,
Alyssa Blair,
Alexa Bliss.
Alexa Bliss.
How
Yeah,
are you
I
feeling
said it
about
all the
this?
way wrong.
Yeah, how you feeling about this?
It's weird, bro. It's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? I went. It's definitely some left field type shit, and I feel like when stuff like that get to happening, something else happened that wasn't supposed to happen. So they got to fill that gap with something. Like I think the way the Judgment Day stuff went down wasn't supposed to go down like that. So they had to put something right there, and Flair and Bliss was the people to put right there. You know what I'm saying? They got the little history or whatever, so they trying to use that. Now they got him in the tag division or whatever, like it's weird. I'm not used to seeing Charlotte Flair anyway in that in that
Yes,
position.
yes,
I'm
yes,
not used to
yes,
seeing her there,
yes.
bro. That's being one of her being one of my favorite women wrestlers. Like I'm not used to seeing her there. She don't fit there. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully they get this in and out the way fast.
No,
You
see,
know.
that's the way I felt about it at first. I did not. I thought I was gonna hate this. To be honest, as
Hmm.
soon as I saw her on the screen, like a month and a half ago, with Alexa Bliss, I knew something was gonna start there.
Hmm.
But I'm not hating this as I thought I would. There's something here, and I know
They
what they're trying
good
to be
too.
slick. They're trying to be slick. They're trying to get you to like Charlotte Flair.
Right.
Charlotte Flair can come in as a baby face, she's gonna get booed. If she comes
Yeah.
in as a heel, she's gonna get booed even more. So they're
Even more.
trying to put her on the screen with somebody that's loved to kind of
Hmm.
blunt those boos. I know what they're trying to do, and that just that idea of that, the idea of that made me hate it because my thing is Charlotte Flair is a heel at heart, and she should be booed. We should all be booing Charlotte Flair,
Hmm.
and she should love it. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part.
But I'm not really hating this pairing. There is something there, and I don't know if it's a thing where they're going to give him a title run, and then somewhere later on down the line, maybe at you know early later on this year or early next year, or maybe in time for Mania, we see a breakup and then a match. Something's happening there, and I'm looking at it, and I just find it interesting that I really thought I was going to hate this, but I'm not hating it as much as I thought, and I'm actually wanting to see more of it. One of the bright spots of SmackDown is that little thing. SmackDown was brutal, bro. That
Yeah.
shit. I'm not
Yeah,
even.
they threw that
I'm not even
they
gonna front. That shit was brutal, bro.
they
Oh,
almost they
before we
almost
even
trashed that
leave,
shit.
the whole end of the show, the outro, where John Cena say um
Oh man,
he ain't gonna show up at SummerSlam, and then Cody
and then
Rhodes
Cody hit him with the
takes the
joint,
takes the notepad, the little
make him
contract,
sign
puts
it.
it in his hand, and jumps off the top rope with the contract and lands the contract on his chest, and then makes him bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, come again, that's them insulting our intelligence again, bro. That is them insulting our intelligence again. You're telling me that a contract could be honored
As a
if
weapon.
someone, while I'm incapacitated, somebody puts a pen in my hand and writes for me, that's legally binding? Stop it, bro. Get that shit off my screen. Vince McMahon had to write that show, bro. Vince
The
McMahon, that is
shit out of
right. That
him.
is Vince McMahon 101, bro. That is
Facts.
some Vince McMahon. Bro, you remember Vince McMahon had Undertaker stab Brock Lesnar with a pen, and then he took he signed it in Brock Lesnar's blood.
Signed it in
That's the
blood.
type of shit I'm talking, bro. That
Yeah,
shit is so bad. That shit is so bad
they try to make it
that
too
I
real.
get
You know, they try to
mad at
put
it,
too much
man.
into it.
Yes, yes.
You don't got to, especially when the players is big already. You ain't got
You
to
ain't
put
got to
too
do
much
all that,
into
man.
it.
Y'all could come up with better storylines than this, man. And I
Yeah,
don't know if
some
Cena suggested this shit. This shit was bad, bro. No, hey, somebody right now should be just like screaming at the writers, like, "What the fuck are y'all doing? That shit was huff."
the Triple H probably laughing in their faces because think about it, when all this stuff started happening before the little shifts started happening, bro, it was fire, bro. Like then all of a sudden TKO slowly they crept in, you know what I mean, and everything fucking changed over.
TKO fucking up the script,
They
bro.
fucking it up, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know
TKO
who they
fucking
got
up
in
the
there,
script.
but they
You know what?
fucking
I
it
think a
up.
lot of it. I think they got off track with the when the Rock fucked
Yep,
up Mania. I don't care
that's
what
what I'm
nobody
saying.
say.
He fucked it up.
Rock fucked up Mania. We don't know how, but I assume Triple H and The Rock got into it
Oh,
behind the
we know they
scenes.
did. When Rock slapped fucking Cody, and that, I think that was the beginning of it, bro. Because it
No,
ain't like
I
they
mean
never really
I think it happened. I think it happened like
before.
I think it happened somewhere around that whole it started to happen somewhere around that whole first Netflix issue.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
somewhere in between that, and then he went out, and then something happened, and maybe he wanted to do this, and Triple H said no, and I don't know, bro. Like, but for whatever reason, plans got derailed, and changes had to be made on the
Hmm.
fly. And we're dealing with those changes now. You always gonna get a lull after WrestleMania, but there is disconnects in this in what's going on, and I believe I contribute a lot to just long term plans they had got derailed, and I think we're gonna get back on track at SummerSlam because I mean Cody's even said it. He's basically saying, "Hey, bro, just hold
Yeah,
on, we got it. We know we fucked up." In so many words, he's like, "You know we fucked up.
we're gonna pick it up.
Just stay on the ride. We pick it up." But anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm out, man. I got to finish the podcast, bro. I got to finish the Dumbass podcast. So we are out.
Oh, yeah, go ahead and do your work, dog.
And Dumbass Podcast episode 2 is done. Peace.
Peace.
I thought I ended the stream and didn't end yet. It won't. It don't want it to end. All
But
right, y'all. Peace.